Hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. And I think you're familiar with the view controller and everything. In last class, we have created a app.view.xml and app.controller.js everything. And we got the output of this. We have created a alert message over our controller everything. So far we have now. So today we are going with step 6. Till we have gone to step 5, we are going with step 6. It is modules. Modules is nothing but your output will be like this, like by clicking this allow, or you'll get a message toast like this. Okay, so this is a message toast. So why we replace the alert from the last access with the proper message toast, and that comes from SAP am.library. Okay. So you could see this is the namespace you are going to use once, and we are going to fetch this from a module called sap.m.message toast. Okay, this is how we are going to follow. Okay, this is the content, and we'll get more into our live coding experience, so that you'll get easier, you'll be familiar with what are modules and everything. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start with, we'll start with the controller. And basically it is a resource. You can see resource. So how the MVC architecture is loaded through this resource. And we are going to add a message toast by adding a kind of this like of things, and how it will be taking our message toast. Okay, just start with comma, and you can add asp/m/ capital M, because there is the namespace is followed by capital M. So please follow the naming convention over there. Okay, message to it. Yeah, that's it. And simply we're going to pass it. We are going to take that message to, just copy and give comma, and you can pass that into our constructor. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to just remove out our alert message, and we're going to call the message toast over here. Okay, message toast, and we're going to add a function called show function. Okay, show function, and within that we are going to call the data, what will be, it is hello there. Okay, this is how we are going to call this, and we can just go ahead and we can save this over here. Then we can go and press our just we can say refresh. Okay, just say hi. Yeah, it's hello there. We got it. And following with, you're going to JSON model. We have already had a deeper conversation with this JSON model, right? And here this that there are a number of models we will be using, JSON, OData, XML, everything. But now, as an important point, we are going to use JSON model. So we have set up user control. It's about time to talk M and MST model. So we will add an input field on our app, bind the value of the model, and we'll bind the same value to the description in the input field, which will show you what is JSON. Okay. Okay, this is how we are going to do now. Okay, just we'll get into the code. Okay, we are going to just add an input, right? So to add an input to our application, we are going to, we are going to also bind that value to the model, and we are going to bind the same value as we see in UI5 to the input field. So we are going to use a JSON model for this input field creation. So we'll get into the code, and we'll take a look how to do that. Okay. So our first step will be, as a developer, you should start with your module declaration, SAP/UI/model, okay, slash JSON slash, go with caps, JSON model. Okay, this is how we need it, and we'll just take that and add it to our constructor. Okay, just copy this, give a comma over here, just paste it. Okay, so we are going to access this over our own net function and initialize whenever we'll see whenever what it is happening. Okay, we're just going to write some JSON model away. Okay, we're going to declare an on net function here. Okay, and within the function, we're going to declare going to pass a parameter, and that over that, just give a comma over here, and we'll take that we'll remove this on show hello function, and now we will just okay. Now we will remove our okay. This is an on init function. Okay, we're going to show here. Oh, oops. I have did some mistake over here. So, like we will declare our on init just okay. Control X like below this on show elephant, because on and it is the first initialization we will do in our application, right? And by giving comma you can add a number of function over here, so we can add any multiple functions. Okay. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to set the data model on the view. Okay, to do that, first we are going to create a variable. Let's call our model as a data variable, and we're going to call this as a function, and just we're going to just the JSON format over here. What we're going to do is we're going to create a variable name which is a recipient, and within that we are going to pass a name, a value and okay, in the format of value and okay, just give colon, say in UI5 for example. Now we'll give UI5. Yeah, okay, just UI5 for example. Yeah, okay, and we are going to get this OData JSON object here. No, okay, here after um oops. Okay, we'll just close this function over here, variable declaration, and we are going to call our JSON model. So, first thing we need to do is we'll assign that our to our the model to our view. Okay, to assign that, give O model, where O model equal to will going to create a new we are going to assign this to a model using new JSON model. Okay, this is assigning and placing the OData object we created up. Okay, we'll place this OData. We created object, right? OData. We can just give a small d. This is how we follow in our development. So we'll give the correct format. Just we are going to call this OData here. Okay. Okay, we're going to call that OData here. This is the JSON format, and then we can going to call the view. Okay, now to connect our model with the view. Okay, get view, and we're going to set the model to our view. Okay, this is how we are going to do set model. We're going to set the model. Okay, within that same we are going to bind our O model. Okay, just this model. I will give colon and inflation. Just copy this O model over here and paste it over the set model. So what we are saying, get the view. Okay, what we are saying to the system, using this keyword, get the view, and set that to O model which was created. And also we need to mention those in our view.xml. Okay. So after the button, okay, after the button, what we are going to do is we are going to take input field, and it also come from sp.m.library. So we no need to add any namespace over there. Within the input, within the input, we are going to see the input field value itself. We're going to with the value itself and give equal to, and within that you can add anything. Within that we are going to call our recipient. How to call this? By forwarding slash, you can go here and you can take copy the exact name, because for if any case, if you follow any sort of spelling mistakes or anything, at that sort of time this will be helpful. Okay, so call this recipient and followed by slash, we are going to call the name. Where it comes from? It comes from C, recipient, and within that name. This is how we get the values there. Okay, this is how JSON model works over here. And just we are going to also get the description over here. So to that, just give comma and call description. Okay, within that just hello. Okay, hello. Oh, description is also the input attribute. And within the hello, we are going to get our JSON model over here. Okay, just within the hello, what we are going to get is this recipient name. Go over, copy this and paste over here. Okay, what we are going to get is hello. Yes. Just this. Okay, because it all comes under a single input value, right? Um, so value input value description. Yes. Okay. Okay, friends, so we call the value. So we call the value, and also we are going to give some corrections over that. Okay. So how to give this? These are some look wise. We are going to say some look wise attribute. So see a property we are going to add here. We are going to put this true. Okay. Sorry. Okay, fine. And going to do some width changes for that look wise. Okay, add width, and within the width we can give any percentage. I'm going to give um 60 percentage over here. Okay, so that's fine. We are going to get the value over here in the value section of the input control. It's going to say in the description, hello recipient name, and the value live update is true. As we update it, you will be seeing the front end, it will update automatically, which will make sense. Now we just set the value with value to 60, right? So we'll go ahead and we will see the output of our application, right? Okay. Okay, as it is saved earlier. So also for live update, we need to check our index.html, the compact version. See, sap.u.compact version is equal to age, right? So either it will including setting that complex binding as well. So we don't need to worry about the fetching of live things over there. Okay, so we'll just refresh. Okay, we got the input over here. Just and the message to it is working. And here if you give for example Chitra, okay, and just give enter, you could call hello Chitra. And I called SAP UI5 is easy. Okay, it's easy. You can get hello SAP UI5 is easy, right? So this is how we will be working. We will be working with the JSON model, and we will bind that to our app controller using this variable declaration. And this is the format of declaring binding with the JSON model over here. So this is how we will be binding this JSON, and yes. So we'll get deeper in our next class with the step 8 and step 9. As of now, it's fine. Okay, I hope you understood the JSON model, how to bind that with the other models and also with Vue. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Bye.